Hey, I'm Kev, welcome back to MotoGP 19 and the penultimate round of the season around the Sepang International Circuit in Malaysia. As Max Racing are gunning for the team's title, and Connect's gunning for the Riders' Championship. As after an impressive victory in Australia last time out, he's 15 points ahead of Antonelli. So if he finishes 10 points above Antonelli in this race, he's won the championship. So if he wins, Anthony needs to be in the top 5, if my maths is correct, or top 4. I think he's actually better. There needs to be in the top 4, if my maths is correct. Well, we're trying to connect on to our chance of third place. Unfortunately for us, Mazia finished second last race, we finished third. So for Max Racing, if they just finish in the points, we've won the team's championship. In fact, we need best encounter by to win and come second, and for us to score no points for it to roll over to the final round, which is unlike with the form that Max Racing are showing at the moment. Always seem to come much better in the second half of the season for us. It's done it once again for Stone. As we've just been patient on this first lap. So we're changing things up as well. You may notice the time at the top. Normally you go with like 5 minutes remaining. Well, we're setting an early that time, and then we'll see if we need to go out and improve. Hopefully not though, even though we have been a bit cautious this lap. As here you go, turn 14. Corner of Doom. It's not too bad though, heading onto the back straight. So look, both championships could be won here today for Max Racing. Have to see what we can do though to support Connect while trying to boost our chance of finishing the top 3 in the championship. There's been a very good second half of the year, but those first 6 races have really cost us anything to do with the championship, as 221.7, I feel like it's a second off maybe. A bit more than a second off, almost 2 seconds off. Kornfeld is at the top. So at the moment we're last. Almost 2 seconds off. Garcia's at the top now, so he might be aiming for a 218 here actually. Because times always improve rapidly towards the end of a session. We knew this place would be a bit tougher than Australia, but I don't think struggling to make it into qualifying 2 was on the plans here. It was for half a second back, Kornfeld up to 2:19.7 now. As we go through this sweeping middle sector. It's almost like this circuit's China's cousin with the slow third sector. Then you've got this S bend and then the double right instead of a double left. You've got more sweeping corners before a long back straight. And a hairpin as well. So there you go, 2:18.6 from Suzuka, that's more like it. So way off the pace at the moment. And that's not helping at all. That cost us at least half a second. After aiming for just a 2:19. So we've got one final lap here, I think. Or is it? I know we've got a couple more laps. We try and improve it. Then towards the line, it's a 2:19. We're second off, we're third though, fourth. So you do cling on by 3,000 per second ahead of Cornfield. Suzuki was the only rider into the 18s. Almost 9 tenths quicker than Fanati makes it through, and Garcia as well. So very weird top four that made it through here. So we've got Cornfield, Lopez and Rossi behind, then Sanak, Booth Amos and Ramirez down in 10th. What the hell? Then Masaki, Yachenko, Gura. And on the back row, Sasaki, Honshu and Perez. So we go, one shot in qualifying 2. What can we do? Can we get near the front, or we'll be sitting near the rear? So we need to get to the 218 to be really improving. That's what you love to see. Rider come out in front of you. There's either Antonelli or Suzuki, I think. Could be Antonelli. You never know. Team tactics from Sync 58. To slow down one of the Max Racing boys. Or Suzuki as well. Get them qualified down the order, not interfere in the championship battle. Like we've done quite successfully in the last 3-4 races. To be fair, in the second half of the season, basically. Especially the last 3 or 4 races since we've hitched our wagon to Canet. Well, I could say 5, including Misano, where we stole the victory. Controversial circumstances by being very aggressive. They were very aggressive back though. It was all out raw there. That was basically just a blood food. Was that race? Seems like we're going to have to go for very hard tyres around here though. Like tyre wears quite a lot. So it's probably going to be a medium hard combo for the race, which is a bit different. You can see where we're losing time. We've lost like half a second at least in that third sector. So we can do into the final corner. Pretty similar in the final corner. Let's improve that time. Going to be a low 219, 219.4. Not good enough. As it was Antonelli ahead of us, but he ends up less than a tenth behind Furtan and Deda Portu snatches pole for the Leopard Racing with our teammate rounding out the front runner. We've got Mazia Binder rounding out the top 5 ahead of Arbolono. Then Vietti, we're in the middle of the third row alongside Mino. Tuba rounds out the top 10 of McPhee and Rodrigo. Then it's Fogger, Arena, Suzuki and Fernandez, Fanati and Garcia. As you look at the grid then, so hard hards all for the front row, hard mediums for the second row, medium hards for the third row apart from 9th, who has hard hards and hard hards, medium hards for Rodrigo, hard medium for Arenas, hard medium for Garcia. So it looks like hard hard is the way to go for most riders. Medium from Rossi with a gamble and Sanak as well. Medium hard for Ramirez. Remember he'll be trying to go through. What is our rider doing in the background? Had enough already. Look at him. Where's he going? Damaged the bike already. So we are revving up from the middle of the third row, waiting for lights to go out. Oh, we got a brilliant start. Launched into the lead for this 9-lap race. So where we need to be for our teammate then? Holding everyone up. I said tyre wear quite a lot, so we might keep it in second out of corner. So Buffon is up the 24 back with Onchi. Munio into the top 5 header connect. No, our teammate going back down the order. That wasn't in the plan. At least I don't think so. As McPhee and Fanati battling for points. Down in 13th. Oh, and look at that around the outside. Around the inside as well. We've heard off Antonelli. As he's starting behind Della Porta, or tried to. And Antonelli goes into us. To try and defend hard here from Antonelli. Try and make the move on Della Porta, but Antonelli down the inside, an Italian sandwich. And now here comes Mazio as well. It's almost into the back of Antonelli to try and hold on. The second. There's Alder coming from all angles now. McPhee down. Oh, Anthony onto the turf. Anthony down. Della Porta's probably wondering what the heck. He's got a bit quieter behind me. We're losing so much braking for the final corner. How to make it free ride across the line. Battling for third. There's Della Porta leads Ed Amazia. Anthony down the order. More importantly, that's, oh, who's that? So that's Mazio who hit the wheel off. Let's try and go down the inside of Vietti. We get hit by Rodrigo. Was it Rodrigo? It must have been someone else. We also saw McPhee go down as well, so we're down to 8 behind Binder. So that was a bit of a dive from too far back. Even I can admit that. No, Binder giving the inside for the next corner. Holds on, does the South African. As we get the inside. The double right. And the bike does not want to stop though. As Ramirez into the points. Into 13th. No, just losing tense for the right hand and nothing we can do about it. And through the left as well in that sector. What is the bike stopping for there? As we get on the power hard, try and get past Rodrigo. As we're saying goodbye to third in the championship at the moment as well, with Mazio way up the order. In fact, leading the way at the Della Porta. As Canet in third, did the fastest out though. Mino in fourth. Oh, Bologna around that top of the Suzuki. Onshu behind us, battling with Rodrigo. As 13-11, battling with Ramirez. You can see her battling with teammate Lopez for 18. Once again, a struggle. They're not scoring points though. Let's connect battling with Mino over third. I also got to remember Della Porta is battling us for fourth in the championship as well. Just remembered that. So he could be dropping back behind the Italian here. We finish down here. Trying to go down the inside of Binder. He gets the cut back on us. And to get a bit of drift of the top 6 as well. That's why we're trying to get past Binder. That's what you're doing, Rodrigo. You're going off circuit to try and pass us. So we're further way through the race, or about to be. We're getting the toe of Binder. Let's connect up to second here. Della Porto seems to be dropping back. I know we've seen that before from the Italian. Sometimes drops back and then he's quick in the last part of the race. As Suzuki up to 4th, Edamino. Albolano down to 6th. It looks like we're trying to get up to 7th here. It's got Rodrigo and Ramirez rounding out the top 10 now. Binder holds on. Antonelli down in 27th, battling with Perez. After he wipes himself out of here in the championship battle. See, we've got nothing on the braking. We're quick down the straights. They're good on the braking. Which is loosest round here with the way the circuit is designed. Apart from that final sector. And this sector as well. So have we finally made it up to 7th? Nope. So down the inside as Binder got back on us, or as Ramirez got past us. And so we finally got past the South African. Bit of a dive, but now we're taking Ramirez along with us. We've got 2-second gap in front to Arbolino. It's been the battle for a top 10 now with on-shoot. As he approaches halfway mark of this race. As he get hit from behind. Mean up to second there, Della Porto. Ramirez tried to make the move on us by doing the old bump pass. Did not work out for him, no. His gap's still 1.9 in front. Looks like Suzuki's dropped behind Mino again. Trying to do the business for Sync 58 in the absence of his teammate. You can see Arbolano's dropped way back from the top 5. So we're probably 3 or 4 seconds off the top 5, unfortunately. So a bit more to do than we thought we had in this race. We seem to have much better race pace than we had qualifying pace, though. Sector 2 and 4 are sectors. As we've gained massive in Arbolano this lap. Get down to less than a second. So now roughly halfway through the race. And so halfway through this 5th lap. Oh, you can use that inside left curve quite a lot. Mears goes for the dive. Unfortunately, we got the cut back on the Spaniard. Let's connect up to third air to Mino. As he pulled 2:17 out of our arse. Where's that come from? Over 1.5 seconds quicker than our previous lap. As he touched with Arbelono. That's Juan Ramirez. What are you doing? Dude, we're still here. So he's shoot by Arbelono, who's literally falling like a stone this road. So up to see if we can see the top 5 right in front. We need to still be doing that 2:17 pace to really reduce the gap. That 2.4 second gap to Suzuki in front. Be interesting to see if we can pull the gap behind, because as I said, they're much better on the brakes than I am. We seem to be able to accelerate, have the straight line speed. Hello, Arbelono. Want to give some of it back. Luckily he didn't kick us there though. As Ramirez joining the party now. And here's Onshu as well. No! And time we're back into the 2:19s. We're 3 seconds back. I don't think we can gain a second per lap, unfortunately. As Mino batting hard with Canet. So on this side we're going to have to say goodbye to further in this championship. But it looks like Canet and Max Hoseman will win the championships though. That's Anthony up to 20, so he could still score some points, the Italian. But he's still battling for second in the championship with Mazia right up here. Anthony not scoring a lot of points, so that could be very close heading to Valencia in the Spaniards' home round. As we've gained half a second this lap, hey? Might be an outside chance then. Just need to gain half a second in a second after that. I know we've got this horrible sector 3 we're not very good in. There's Anthony Eder Cornfield now. I say that, the gap's now 2 seconds, so we have gained a second this lap. Dream is still on, and maybe be battling right up there and get on the podium again. Sante up to 18th ahead of Lopez. They'll go mid 217, fastest lap of the race. If only we were damn consistent. Where's the 7th head of Onshoot? It's got 1.2, got a second gap behind, so we can just focus on in front. So quick for the S's. We gained 6/10 in the first couple of sectors. I say this third sector's horrible for us. It's not that bad in the race though compared to qualifying. It's got 1.1 in front. It's got around second and a half behind. As they're battling hard, heading on to the final lap here in Sepang. Looks like it's going to be a mid 217 again, is it? No, 218. Again, we're just 1.2 seconds back. We're going to be in slipstream range maybe by the end of this race. Suzuki up to 4th ahead of Canet, who's easing, seeing towards the end of this race. Suzuki doing one for the team as well. So exactly 1.2 behind, 1.2 ahead. As you can see, Della Porter leads. I think we're going to be a lap short, unfortunately, to do anything this race. There's a gap here, it's half a second though to our teammate. So with half of that to go, we have caught up with the top 5. But what can we do? There's such little time left in this race. Go down the back straight. Fortunately, everyone's going to be having a tow here. Looks like the airport is going to hold on for the victory. As we rev it towards the line. Looks like the team is going to hold on and win the title. So Mazil wins by a couple of tenths at the Della Porta with Mino, Suzuki, Canet and ourselves in just a second back in the end as we did the fastest lap of the race in it, so at 2:17.5. We've got Onshu with Mir, it's our Belono, Binderan's out the top 10 ahead of Rodrigo by a 10th. You've got Tuba, Vietti, Foggia and Finardi grabbing the final point ahead of Antonetti. No points for the Italian after that early fall. Arenas rounds out the top 20 with Yurchenko in last. So in the championship, it goes down to the final round, but Mazia, with that victory, is now the closest challenger to Connect. It's going to be a Spaniard who's going to be winning the Moto3 Championship. That sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? But will it be Connect or Mazia, though? They separate by 14 points. Anthony's 25 points back, effectively out of it, as Connect only needs to score a point to rule the Italian out of the championship. They're Porter up to 4th, ahead of ourselves by 3 points. So we got a good battle going on for 4th. Then we've got Mino, Suzuki, on shoes, just 10 points behind the Japanese rider now, and a single point ahead of Ramirez up to 8th. As Rodrigo rounds out the top 10, Vietti, Tuba and Arbono ahead of McPhee now. Finardi ahead of Sanak, who rounds out the top 20, and Masaki in last. But here's one championship that Max Racing did secure, which was the team's championship. They're 60 points 8 ahead of Besta Capital Dubai with 45 to play for. And then we've got Besta Capital confirming 2nd place. Sing 58, effectively in 3rd, 27 points ahead of Leopard, who are definitely in 4th. KTM definitely round out the top 5. 4 points separate VR46 and Grassini. And Sniker's up a couple of places ahead of Honda Team Asia and Petronas Spirito Racing as they battle for the low reaches of the top 10. And they're just 5 points ahead of Green Power. We failed. We're no longer undisputed team either, which wasn't the case anyway. So not sure about that. As elsewhere, Marcus takes the MotoGP title, as Dovi and Rins left behind by 24 and 26 points respectively. In Moto2, Alex Marquez wins, so party at the Marquez household. Can't wait to see these gifted riders race in MotoGP, says Valentino Rossi. As a consequence, talked to Matteo, had a few words to say about Kev, so maybe disappointed but confident his current battles will eventually lead him to victory. He's already won 7 times this season, you can calm down about that. But next time will be the final race of the season, the finale in the Moto3 career and of Pro career, as well as we head into MotoGP 20. So it's going to be a full-length race, and we're going to do again qualifying and then the full-length race, talk about MotoGP 19, hopefully all of the stuff that will come in MotoGP 20. What else has happened then? So in the Red Bull Rookies Cup on this side, Tatai's winning that by 15 points ahead of Salvador. They got Jason, Cooney and Luguchi, I believe that is, and then Acosta, Baltis. Then we've got the Spaniard, Rogue and Felon. As we got Batelli, Albertelli, Cook. We've got Spaniard ahead of Hernandez. And then we've got the Indonesian rider. And then the Dutchman in 16th. Looking further down, Hertas rounds out the top 20. So we score across to Moto2. Let's go all the way up. As it's 9 points between Shirota and Marquez heading to Valencia. Then we've got Baldassari, Luti, Gardner round out top 5 by 3 points ahead of Bastianini. Navarro up to 7 ahead of Fernandez. Then we've got Marini, Nakashima round out the top 10 ahead of Verge. Then DJ Antonio, Brad Binder down in 13th. What's he doing in his KTM? Then you've got those and the Kucho. That's it. Only 15 riders score point, the same 15 throughout the whole of the season. So that is really strange. As Jay Dixon in last. Then in MotoGP, so Marquez, even though he's 24 ahead with 25 to play for, he's effectively won the title. They're already celebrating, apparently. But Dovi just 2 points ahead of Rins, who's just 2 points ahead of Rossi. Then a massive gap to Vinales, who's just 2 points ahead of Mida. Who's just 5 points ahead of Quattro, who's just 2 points ahead of Petrucci. And then Alicia Spargo in 9th, ahead of Nakagami by 6 points, who's ahead of Morbidelli by 3. Quartararo in 12th, just a point ahead of Mir, who's just 4 points ahead of Bagnaia. Jorge Lorenzo in 15th, tied on pole with Spargo's points. And then Oliveira and Zarco with Rabat, Iannone, Sorin and Abraham not scoring any points. As in the constructors standings, Honda 24 ahead of Ducati, 2 ahead of Suzuki, 2 ahead of Yamaha. And then you've got Aprilia and KTM. And in the Teams Championship, Yamaha 5 points ahead of Ducati. And then you've got Suzuki, Honda, Premac, LCR, Shonen Spirita, then Grassini, Aprilia, LCR, Honda, Nakagami, then KTM, KTM Tech 3, and Avintia. So that's the state of play heading to the final round then. So thanks for watching, and we'll see how we do in the finale next time.